They'll run down the hill in one of the most storied entrances in all of college football. Death Valley, Clemson, South Carolina, home to the Tigers since 1945. Today, a clash between a couple of ACC rivals in a game that could have big-time implications for the rest of the season. As we'll see, the winners of 3 straight, the Virginia Cavaliers, taking on the 14th ranked team in the land, the Clemson Tigers. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, joined here in the booth, as always, by David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. Guys, let's tee this one up. The Cavaliers will get us underway with the opening kickoff. He'll bring it out from inside his own 10. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. So the Clemson Tigers offense takes the field to start this game off. And there he is. When you build a tight end, you build one just like this, especially with those reliable mitts, Jesse.
Yeah, Reese, he makes big plays in big games. Watch for him on 3rd down in the red zone. He has a chance to leave an impact in this game.
Well, it's so nice to have such a big body that when he's covered, he's open, right? Like, it doesn't matter because he's got great hands and that big frame he can really utilize.
And I love right out of the gate, this offense is going to be creative, and they're going to try to get their best players the football out in the open field. You saw it right there.
The give on the inside. And he's brought to the ground, but not before he gets enough for the first down.
Really nice run there. This guy's so exciting to watch when he's out in the open field. Kind of reminds me of old Clemson greats like C.J. Spiller and Travis Etienne. When they got into the second level, you just held your breath because you thought there was a chance they could break it off for a touchdown. This guy has that same dynamic playmaking ability.
Clemson ready to go back to work with another first down. Looking for space. It's Watkins. All down at the 39-yard line, but he's got 15 yards on the play and a fresh set of downs. They'll snap it from the 39, 1st and 10. Wide out in motion. The give to the running back from the shotgun. Tough, physical, hard-nosed running gets it to the 34.
Listen, defense is about energy. It's about passion. It's about physicality. They need a little bit more of that. Get the guy on the ground. You can't let guys break tackles. What could have been set up in a long yardage situation, now it becomes an easier situation because you couldn't get him on the ground.
And they wrap him up, but not before he gets enough on the catch for the first down. Fresh set of downs after the completion. Out of the gun, the inside give. They make the stop, and this running game moves the chains as they get the first down.
You've got to be loving what you're seeing from your offense here on the opening drive of this game. They're in a really nice rhythm. They've got real good balance going on right now, and they've got the defense on their heels.
Second down coming up on this red zone opportunity. They'll go to the ground. pushes ahead for 2 to the 7-yard line. Really need to pick up this conversion and avoid having to settle for the field goal. Quick touch pass to the receiver. Touchdown, Clemson! They grab the early lead.
What a nice job by the offense. First drive of the game, they matriculate it down the field, put themselves in a goal-to-go situation on third down. It's not going to be easy throwing it, but they win the matchup, accurate throw, and they get paid.
About to kick it off after punching it in for the touchdown. Here's the return from inside his 10. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. The Cavaliers offense has the ball for the first time. When a guy gets off the ball as quickly as he does, you know he's going to be breathing down your neck, and you got to get rid of it, Jesse.
This quarterback's good, but he better have a clock going off in his head. He knows he's not going to have a lot of time to get rid of the football. That's a big matchup in this game.
Well, and that's what I love about this guy, because he affects the quarterback whether he gets to him or not. He knows he's there. He's that kind of good coming off the edge. Let's see how this QB performs under pressure.
Well, man, there's some big hitting going on in the trenches right now. This defense, they take a lot of pride in stopping the run. Let's keep our eye on them throughout the course of the game and see if they can contain this running attack.
And it's picked off. He'll try to take it back. And he's going to run it all the way back. Touchdown, Tiger. What a play by this defense with the pick six.
And how about the defender? Exactly what you're supposed to. Breaks on the football, makes the interception. Everybody on defense, we turn to offense. Go lay some blocks so my guy can get it and take it back to the house.
They're about to kick it away, and the defense probably can't wait to get back out there after the pick six. And he takes this from inside the 5. And the return man reaches the end of the line, and down he goes. Virginia has it back. The Cavalier offense headed to the field. Listen to this crowd just shaking the girders of this place, trying to help their defense. They'll run it from the gun. And he found plenty of running room on that one before the defense was finally able to get him down. They'll put it in play from the 27, first down. The quarterback, quick pass to the receiver. Defense not budging. He's still able to get 2 to the 29.
Brings up second down.
Offense gets set for second down. He's looking to throw. Grabbed behind the line. It's Lawrence. Oh, the ball's out! And he falls on top of his own fumble, and the offense will retain possession. Better find the earplugs. Here comes the noise, backing this defense on third down. From the gun, wants to pass. Fires into traffic, picked off. No real chance on the return, but they've got it at the 34.
And that's the advantage right there of having your dime personnel on the field. You've got an extra DB. You've got an extra guy out there who's really good at covering. So for quarterbacks, you've got to be so good and precise with these passes because they've got speed in the back end. They're able to come away with the pick.
Out of the gun, the running back has it. We'll give him a couple on that one. 2nd and 8 coming up.
And these RPOs always put the defense in a bind. But listen, you give up the run, they get a short little gain, no harm, no foul.
Looking to throw, it's Whitaker. They'll run the screen. And it's pretty obvious there was a big hole in that screen, and the defense ran right through it. Third down conversions are a huge stat, and this one would be a doozy if they can pull it off. From the gun, wants to pass. Feeling some heat. And that pass intercepted. Taking it the other way. He's at the 40, the 20, And what a play and what a return as he takes it all the way back inside the 10. About the only good thing that happened for the offense on that play, at least it wasn't a pick six. What a return.
Yeah, that didn't look good for the offense. You know all those big fellas, those O-linemen, they're not going to be able to go make the play. So as the DB getting the interception, you know if you can break that play and you can get past that level, it might be to the house. It might be to the crib. Lucky that wasn't a pick six if you're on offense.
Pre-snap motion in the backfield. And he sprints to the end zone. Touchdown, Virginia. That trip to the end zone is 25th career touchdown.
Man, he's been productive. Just has a nose for the end zone. This dude's made big play after big play for his offenses, and that's 25 touchdowns, Palmer, on the ground for the big fella.
Pretty impressive, too, when you consider when you get close to that end zone, the defense is expecting run, they're loading the boxes. Still, this guy's been able to find his way in. 25, that's a nice number.
And good work by the coverage team to get the return man down on the ground. Clemson has their paws on it, and they'll send out the offense. From the shotgun, they'll run it. They get him stopped at the 32. That's a gain of 4.
And that's a really nice play. It's impressive. When it's first down and the defense thinks you might be running the football, you still can line up. You can get some movement at the point of attack and find a little crease for your running back.
They get him at the 42, but he picked up 10 there.
That has got to be demoralizing if you're on defense because they just ran the ball right up the middle, down your throats, and they gashed you.
Receiver going for the edge on the jet sweep. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one. We've come to the end of the quarter, and Clemson has the lead. And we've come to the end of the first as we take a moment to check out the stats so far. In the opposite directions now as we crank it up in the second. Just when they're looking run, now up top. He's got it. They will score. Touchdown, Tigers.
Each and every week, I think this coaching staff does such a good job of scheming ways to get this guy the football in the passing game, and defenses can't cover him. With that last catch, this now his 10th receiving touchdown on the season.
Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
Dynamite matchup today, fellas. Let's show you what's going down. Auburn is ahead early in Jordan-Hare, but that's not exactly Bo Jackson out there running the ball. This game is a long way from being over. They're up by just 1 over Oregon State. For now, it's back to you fellas, but of course, if anything changes, you'll see it right here.
And how about that one? Kevin will be keeping an eye on everything going on elsewhere. Hit hard just as he released it on first down and just couldn't get it to the receiver. This offense has a second down play. After the incompletion, they go back up top. Going to throw it to the right. He's got his man. And he'll get it up to the 38. It'll be a first down. The Cavaliers want to move quickly. Off the play fake on first down to throw. Right down the middle. Complete downfield. Boy, did he look as if he was going to go. Gets it down to the 37. Love to see the fearlessness of a quarterback to work the middle of the field.
And he's got so much confidence in his own arm talent to be able to get that football there before the defense can break it up.
Really nice job there by both guys, the throw and the catch, to work that defense and get the first down.
The defense needs to have a plan for this guy. They weren't ready for that one. Drag route, running all the way across the field, and the DB just can't stay with him because of his speed, and as a result, they give up a big one.
Trying to cap this drive with the pass. Got it! And he will score! Touchdown, Cavaliers!
one of the reasons this offense is so exciting to watch. They've got guys that are dangerous after the catch. And if this quarterback gets through his progression, David, he hits you in stride, these guys will take it to the house.
Man, it's your job to do the rest, right? You hit me in stride where I don't have to stop running. I don't have to break down. It makes it so easy. The connection between quarterback, wide receiver, you can tell this is a good one, and that's why they got 6 on that play.
Lining up to cover the kick after that touchdown drive. From inside his own 10, he'll try to help out their field position. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. Clemson ready to dial up some ball plays. They've got it on offense. The way this game started, you feel as if you have to score a touchdown every time you have it, and now we'll see if they can respond.
Yeah, and I wonder how much pressure that puts on the offense. Jesse, like, you know this is back and forth, and I got to score, and every possession matters so much. What does that do to you as a quarterback?
Well, it puts a lot more pressure on you for sure to feel like I got to make every third down throw. If guys are open vertically down the field, I got to hit them too. We can't let our serve get broken.
Back to pass, it's Whitaker. He's going for it all. And it goes through his hands. Oh, he had an explosive play right there for the taking, but couldn't reel it in. Looking for that first down on 3rd and short from the 28. Oh, he loves to fire downfield. And that one's incomplete. They weren't just trying to move the chains. They were trying to move the scoreboard. Instead, it's 4th down. Well, the upside is you could get a first down. The downside is you could blow the game going for it inside your own 30. On 4th down, trying to keep the drive alive with the run. They stop him short of the marker, and they'll turn it over on downs. Virginia sending its offense back onto the field. Line gets set, 1st down. Pulls and fires complete to the right. And good coverage by the defense, just a short gain.
This is no surprise to defenses anymore. Everybody throws wide receiver screens, and you could tell they were ready for it. They saw the quick game. They pounced on it, got the wide receiver on the ground. That's not the first time they've seen that.
They finally make the stop, but the big run is plenty to move those sticks for the first down. And the Cavaliers have moved it inside the 20. They're getting this guy lathered up. Picked up maybe a yard. It's down at the 16.
And sticking to the run. I'll tell you what, a lot of teams that are really good are really stubborn, and they continue to run the football even with little success. So this offense is going to continue to focus on run.
And he is finding wide open defenders all over the field. His 3rd interception of the day. They got him down pretty quickly after the pick, but now they've got it at the 15-yard line. Clemson has their paws on it, and they'll send out the offense. We'll see if that failed 4th down in their own end last time, David, sort of curbed some of the aggressiveness.
Well, you hear about it all the time in football. Go for it. Be aggressive. The problem is when you get stopped, sometimes it puts you in a hole. And, Jesse, now the offense has to come out and respond.
They were real disappointed not getting that first down. You can see it on the sideline. So let's just see if that's kind of galvanized them a little bit here to go make a statement and get some points.
They'll leave it with him. Got it across the 20 and out to the 23. A pickup of 4.
I think they called that knowing they weren't going to hit a home run. So why would you call it that? Well, you call it so 3rd down becomes an easier down. It's not 3rd and long where I have to pass the football. Now all options on the table.
Quarterback making adjustments with his receivers. Looking to throw, it's Whitaker. Lets it fly. He's got it down the left. He's off to the races. And he takes it all the way. They couldn't stop him. Touchdown, Clemson.
Sometimes it's players, not plays, or sometimes it's both. And when you got that guy and you put him in the slot and you let him burn for a go route right past a nickel corner or one of the reserve corners or a safety, that's a great job by the offense. And that speed you can't teach, and that's why he's in the house for 6.
He'll start the return inside his spot. And the returner will be brought down. Virginia has it back. The Cavalier offense headed to the field. Now we'll get a chance to see if they can answer that last score, trailing by 14, Jesse.
Yeah, and at this point of the game, I feel like offensively, you should go back to what's been working for you in this game. Don't be afraid to dial up plays that you've already had success with, running it and throwing it. It's okay to repeat plays down 14 at this point.
And I would also say, Palmer, kind of understanding that my defense is not playing great, so I know offensively I got to put some good possessions together here, make something happen on this side of the football.
Just wanted to find a little space to run and ekes out some to get it up to the 21. Decibels rising as the crowd gets behind this defense on third down. Direct snap. Shakes off the defender. And they drag him down, but not before he picks up the first down. The Cavaliers come to the line with a new set of downs. They'll throw it on first down. Can't find his man as he took a shot trying to deliver that football, and it'll be second down. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. Off play action. And that pressure just engulfed him. A sack for this defense. And that Clemson defensive front getting their paws on dudes and making their presence felt.
And, Reese, that's how they built their dynasty. I mean, I know the offense was flash and sizzle and was really good, but, man, it's the Dexter Lawrence and the Christian Wilkins in the defensive front. Those big boys that could get after the quarterback, that played relentless, those guys really set the tone and set the foundation for Clemson and big-time success.
That's why it's so important for this defense to win first and second down. You set up third and longs like that, you can show your exotic looks, you can get the pass rush going, everybody in the back end expecting throw, and that's how you force incompletions and force fourth downs.
Running it back, it's Watkins. He'll be guided out of bounds, but not before a nifty return on that one. Clemson ready to dial up some ball plays. They've got it on offense. Boy, David, they would love to stack another touchdown on top of that last drive.
And this offense did such a good job on the last drive. Everything in rhythm, moved the ball down the field, didn't make those mistakes, Jesse, and they need to do it again on this one.
Yeah, you're right. They had the defense on their heels. You wonder what sort of communication was going on that sideline. What sort of changes were they able to make, because they got to stop the bleeding right now.
Moving the running back, trying to get the D to tip its hand. He lobs one high down the left side. And they can't hook up. Going for the big play on second down. Now it's third down.
Offensive players know where the ball is going. Defensive players don't. Great job by the DB adjusting to the football, seeing it, playing the wide receiver, and making sure he can't catch the football.
Quarterback checking off. Scanning the field, it's Whitaker. He's not afraid to go deep. He caught it. Touchdown, Tigers. And once he found some daylight, it was time to make a house call. No midseason concentration laps here in Week 7 as they push out that lead. And they split the uprights on the extra point. They're up 35-14. And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
All right, guys, a little update on what else is happening in college football this weekend. Ball State is just getting blown off the field right now. I mean, like them or hate them, I think anyone would agree this is tough to watch. They're trailing by 20 to Toledo. We'll circle back. If anything big happens, you should know about it.
Thanks for the update on that one. Kevin, let us know when it goes final. A little bit backed up to start this drive from their own 18-yard line. Wants to throw on first down. Not much of a chance there. He just had to get rid of it to avoid the sack. After misfiring, it's second down. He's looking to throw. Fires to the big fella. Makes a catch and knocked down. And the Cavaliers moving quickly to the line. On 3rd and long, he has to throw for it. Under heat, and he gets rid of it.
Well, this quarterback's already taken a couple shots from the pocket. Here's another one right there that affected his accuracy on that throw.
The Cavaliers will bring the punt team onto the field. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. Surprisingly makes a fair catch just outside the 40-yard line. Clemson has their paws on it, and they'll send out the offense. This has been exactly the way you draw things up, David. The offense has really been moving the football.
And it's been great execution. They've done exactly what they've wanted to do. Build the lead. Now Palmer's a different animal. Now you got to protect him.
You can tell they were paying attention in practice this week in the film room because they have gone out, everybody right now on the same page.
Looking for a man. It's Whitaker. He's going up top. And the incomplete pass taking a shot on 2nd down, and they'll be left with a 3rd down.
Well, you wonder if the defense has started to figure it out finally here. In the first half, this guy has been absolutely lighting you up, and finally they get some bodies back there anticipating the QB to look his way to force an incompletion.
They'll throw it to the back on the screen. Defense was not fooled by that screen to the back, and they'll stop him short of the marker. It'll be 4th down. There's a timeout on the field. Tight game here late in the first half. I really like this call to go for it on 4th down in this area of the field. He'll try to throw and pick up the 1st down. And it's incomplete, and this defense makes a 4th down stop.
And your goal of a defense is to stop them, is to force punts, and then this is just gravy. Now they go for it on 4th down and medium on their side of the field.
What a job to lay out and make the catch. Let me tell you, this senior quarterback can flat fit it in a tight window. A timeout is called as this offense tries to find a way to get more points on the board before the half. All the way down at the 33-yard line, it's 1st and 10. He's looking to throw it. Pocket starts to collapse.
Welcome to the frustrating reality of college football. Like, the guy at the quarterback spot, he can just do that. Pull it down, get positive yards, makes the defense have to account for him every single play.
And this sophomore able to wreak some havoc and get the sack. The offense burns its 3rd and final timeout of the half.
I know it's early in this game, but man, this defense has had their number. They've done a great job, already built a huge lead, now getting this offense in a situation where they got to pass the football, and they better protect their quarterback.
And the pressure is coming in, and they get him again. So they're going to send out the field goal unit to try a long one. He's going to have to break out the thunderfoot on this one, a 57-yard attempt. That's going to wrap up the first half here, and now we join Kevin with the halftime update.
Thanks, guys. A first half that saw a little bit of everything there in Death Valley. And it'd be easy to say these two offenses are glad we've hit halftime based on their respective performances. It would also be accurate. Turnovers and sacks have told the story so far. And you gotta believe the play calling has been the issue, right? Time to shred those game plans and just get back to basics.
Here he comes from inside his own 5. And they'll get him on the ground as the offense comes out to start the next drive. And now the offense will come onto the field again. When you're facing a deficit like this one to start the second half, you really can't afford to waste a single possession.
Fresh start here in the second half. That's the only way you can look at this if you're on offense. Things did not go your way there in the first half. It starts with one play. To get our confidence going, we just got to get something going early here on this drive.
One play, stay aggressive. Now I think I can be even more aggressive on 4th downs because obviously I've built a deficit. My defense has got to make some plays for me too.
It's a draw. Nowhere to run on that one. He loses 4 on the carry.
And they tried to sneak the draw in there. The defense was not fooled.
You know, there's an art to selling the draw play, and that one was kind of more paint by numbers. Didn't turn out so well.
And
he's going to let one fly down the middle. He almost had another one. They've already picked off 3 and just a hair away from number 4 there.
Ooh, that's one of those where you're breathing a big sigh of relief. That ball could have been intercepted, and worse, could have been intercepted and housed, but offense caught a little bit of a break. Nice play by the defense, but the offense, glad to punt in this situation if they want to punt.
And the return man is stopped, and that'll leave it up to the offense on the next drive. Looking for a productive play on first down. Fast motion from the offense. The give to the back. A solid pickup there before the defense is able to make the stop.
It's going to be important this offensive line is able to get a little bit of push. You just got to give this guy an inch, a little crease, and he can make yards for it.
Back to throw, it's Whitaker. He'll take a shot. And this one's going to be incomplete. He was trying to make the connection in the back corner of the end zone.
Ball hasn't hit the ground a lot for this QB. He's already thrown 4 TD passes. He saw a look, wanted to take another shot, and that time they just fall short with the incompletion. But this defense, they have not had the answer with respect to defending the pass in this game.
He'll take another shot here. It's complete. Touchdown, Clemson. And the beatdown has ensued. He has been surgical. Precision passes. Using the scalpel, the fine instrument, rather than the blunt one.
The defense has had absolutely no answer for him. Just, he's been down their throats all game long, a step ahead, understanding what he's seeing, and just destroying this defense.
From inside the 10-yard line, he'll bring it back. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. Virginia sending its offense back onto the field. They just didn't quite find the rhythm on that last drive, Jesse. They had to punt it.
I think they got to be more physical, David. I think up front they got to do a better job getting blocks and establishing this running game.
And how easy does football become if you're the more physical team? If you can threaten the run and then run play action, it opens up the whole offense at your disposal.
On second down, he'll fire. Gets it to the back. He's there to make the stop, and they threw it in reverse, losing yardage on that play.
When they try to spit it out to the running back on the perimeter of the field, you saw the speed and recognition by the defense, though, how quickly they were able to get to the back and get him down for a big loss.
Snagged in the middle. It's Ortega. That is exactly what you're looking for when you talk explosive plays. The defense finally able to make the stop. And the Cavaliers with the 1st and 10. And this will be incomplete. A big hit there forces second down.
In football, you hear the term quick, but don't hurry. And you could tell when you run these RPOs, the QBs want to make that decision quick. And I think he hurried it a little bit too much. Got the ball out quick, but obviously was inaccurate with his pass.
Looking to throw on second down. This time he's got it. He's run out of bounds, but a big play on that one, and it'll be a first down. The Cavaliers are on the move. Give to the running back. And they try the middle of this defense, and that is not happening. Got stuffed on first down. It's 2nd and 10. Off the play fake. Pressure coming. He's got an open man. And he almost ran away from everybody on that one. A huge pickup on that play. A big gain there as they did a tremendous job working the middle of the field.
Yeah, and if you're going to complete that throw, Reese, quarterbacks got to play with anticipation. You've got to get it out of your hands early and give your receiver an opportunity before the defense gets to the ball.
Takes it all the way down to the 4 after making the grab, and they're set up. And the Cavaliers trying to pay off the threat on 1st and goal. Didn't get much done on that run. He'll fight his way out and maybe pick up a yard. They'll give it another shot on 2nd and goal from the 4. Corner's right up on that line of scrimmage. He works his way ever closer all the way down to the 1-yard line.
And on offense, you know this is 4-down territory. You have to come away with a touchdown. You're getting boat raced in this game right now, and you're going to have to make this possession count.
Yeah, definitely because of the slow start, now putting yourself behind the 8 ball. I think this offense is going to have to be aggressive the rest of the game.
And he's sprinting. He'll take it all the way. Touchdown, Virginia.
This guy just has a nose for the end zone, and you love his ability to find creases, use his speed in the open field, and go score. He's been really good for his offense early this year. That already his 5th rushing touchdown on the season.
About to kick it away after scoring the touchdown.
21.
On the run from inside his own 5. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. Clemson ready to dial up some ball plays. They've got it on offense. From the gun, they'll give it on the inside. He will step out of bounds, but not before the big pickup and a first down for this offense.
And listen, if it ain't broke, don't fix it. I mean, I love teams that commit to the run, and when it's successful, keep running the rock.
Yeah, David, I think this offensive line right now, they've got a lather going. They're really sort of getting in the groove and flow of this game. They're just getting tremendous push at the point of attack. It seems like every single time they decide to run the ball.
Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. They want to run it left here. He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple.
Yeah, and listen, the offense has had their way, and they've had so much success and so much production. But listen, at least the defense got a rep. You know, maybe this gets you a spark. Maybe this gets you some energy. Maybe we'll see a little bit more life from this defense.
Yeah, they may not win the game, but I think this defensive coaching staff at this point, based on how this game has gone, they're just trying to find things to build off of. Maybe that's something they can point to as they get ready for their next opponent, of things they did right and things that they got to do more consistently moving forward.
Quarterback flips it ahead quickly to the receiver. He's not going to get there. Stopped short on 4th down.
Defense was ready, and the offense thinking maybe they're going to all jam up in the middle of the field and try to get ready for an inside run. That time, they were expecting the receiver running it outside on 4th. Great speed, nice open field tackle. This defense is coming off the field, and they've earned it.
Carrying the ball with attitude down to the 42. Line getting set on 2nd down. Quarterback on the keeper. Got the first down and still on his feet. Brought down to the ground, but he has enough for the first down. From the 33, it's 1st and 10. We've come to the end of the quarter, and Clemson has the lead. And as we switch ends of the field, let's take a quick look at the national rankings. As we start the 4th quarter, it'll take a pretty sizable comeback to win this one. And this set of downs gets started from the 33, 1st and 10. He wants to throw. Got the quick pass. There to make the tackle, but the big throw is good enough to give them a first down.
Well, we see another catch by this guy. This defense is going to need to do a better job of tackling the catch. In coverage, I know they want to slap the ball away, but if you can't do it and force the incompletion, you've got to at least make sure you're able to drag him down to the ground as soon as he catches the ball.
Made a little something out of that run. He picked up a couple down to the 14. Going to work on 2nd down in the red zone, and still some ground to cover to pick up that first down. He leaves it with the back. Not much running room. He's got one down to the 12. They'd love to pick up this 3rd down and get a fresh set with 1st and goal. On 3rd and long, he's going to have to throw for it. And makes the grab in the end zone. Touchdown, Cavaliers.
And man, that was a nice job by the tight end, finding the soft spot in the defense in the end zone on that TD.
And they add the extra point to finish the drive. So that scoring drive took only 6 plays. And the score comes on a 12-yard touchdown pass. On the move from inside his 5. Able to find enough room to get it out across the 25. He's brought down at the 26. Clemson has their paws on it, and they'll send out the offense. They'll get this drive started from their own 26. Here's the handoff. Gets it across the 30 to the 31. A pickup of 5.
It's a point in the game, I think, as a coaching staff where you really challenge your offensive line to go win the football game, right? We've got to lead late. We're going to run the football. And the defense and everybody in the stadium knows that's what's going to happen. Can we run the ball down their throats and impose our will? That's what this offense right now is trying to do.
On 3rd and short, trying to impose their will and move the chains. And they'll get it to the 39-yard line, and they'll move the chains. The Tigers will snap it on 1st and 10.
Well, the defense didn't blitz. They didn't have everybody in gaps, and the offensive line took advantage at the point of attack, getting some push, opening up a hole, and the offense ripping off a nice run there.
And the defense doing a great job committing to the run. When you commit to the run like this, obviously you can give up some plays in the passing game, but you got to stop the run first.
Wants to throw. It's Whitaker. He'll take a deep shot here. Got it in stride inside the 20. Slippery slide. Find his way and ran away from the crowd into the end zone. Touchdown, Tiger. They put another score on the board as they try to push this winning streak to 3. We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
Guys, let's take a look at what's happening in a great college football matchup. Auburn is down, but they are not out of it. Not in Jordan-Hare, one of the best home field advantages in all of college football. It's a tight one right now. They're trailing by only 5 to Oregon State. We'll circle back if anything changes in this exciting college football matchup.
Oh, and how about that? I know Kevin and those guys will be keeping an eye on it for us. They'll throw it on 1st down. Slings it downfield. All kinds of room to throw that one in there. And it's a 1st down. They'll mark it at the 44. The Cavaliers in the hurry up.
I'll tell you, you cannot count this team out because of who's playing quarterback. When this guy's in the game, it's never over. Yeah, they're trailing here in the 4th quarter, but this dude can put up points quickly.
They make the stop, but the sweet throwing catch is plenty to give them a 1st down. New set of downs after that completion. Going up top on 1st down. Fires to the wideout. Complete to the right. And he'll take it in. They couldn't get him on the ground. Touchdown, Virginia. On to attempt the try. So much about the passing game is about timing, execution, communication, and these two, that's a virtual textbook there.
And no doubt about it. And the receiver making plays for his quarterback, being dependable, running the route to the right depth consistently. Does a great job running his route. Great result because of it.
Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. Clemson ready to dial up some ball plays. They've got it on offense. Man, what a drive last time for the touchdown. That passing attack was lethal, David.
Yeah, and you hear all these stupid commentators like me and Jesse talking about create balance, run and pass. No, when you throw that good, spin the ball around.
So the defense has to find a way to affect the quarterback on this drive because last drive he had way too much time to throw.
Not much doing there. He gets it to the 26, a gain of 1. Now looking for that 1st down on 3rd and short from the 26. Back to throw, it's Whitaker. Trying to burn this defensive back. And it slips through his fingers, incomplete. That would have been a huge gain if he could have squeezed it. Clemson will send the punt team out. First time we've seen their punt team this afternoon. Signals for the fair catch and looks it in at the 40. Virginia has it back. The Cavalier offense headed to the field. First play of the drive comes from the 41. He'll start this drive firing. Got the back over the middle. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that first down marker.
And in this situation late when you need 2 touchdowns to win the game, everything's going to have to be downfield. So I like the idea in this 2-minute drive, throwing it that way. Let's keep it going, keep our pedal to the metal here.
He's there to make the stop, but the damage has been done as they pick up the first down on the throw and catch.
This defense better not blink. I know they've got a lead here in the fourth quarter, but just look at who they're going against. This quarterback is one of the best in the nation. They cannot rest on their laurels. Someone's going to have to make a play.
And the Cavaliers racing to the line in the hurry-up. They're looking to pass from the red zone. He's got it on the run. They've got it down to the 3-yard line. Really well done on that throw and catch. Timeout called here by the defense. It's their first of the half. First and goal, and this feels like their chance to give them a finish. Trying to pound it in. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one. Can the defense stop them again on second and goal? He's looking to throw. Good job to toss that ball out of bounds and avoid the loss. And they'll come to the line trying to take a slice out of this lead on third and goal. From the gun, wants to pass. Going for 6. Touchdown, Cavaliers. And here they come, almost all the way back. Before that score, considering last rites, now all of a sudden, they're not dead yet. In fact, they're feeling much better, and they're alive, and they've got a chance.
And I'm looking on the field right now. I'm looking at their sideline. They're energized, Reese. After that last score, all of a sudden, they believe they can come back and win this game. This is a totally different-looking team than what we saw earlier.
Clemson has their paws on it, and they'll send out the offense. Crosses the 30. He's got away. He'll get it up to about the 32-yard line before he's stopped, and it'll be first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. We have arrived at the 2-minute warning, a one-possession game as this offense tries to hold on. They'll snap this one from the 32. It's first down. They'll try to keep this clock moving on the ground. Timeout called there by the defense, desperate to get the ball back and save as much time as possible.
No mystery on that play. With the lead, we are going to run the ball. You know it's coming, and we are running right at you, right into the teeth of the defense, and they're still able to get a nice game.
You want to make sure to maximize those types of runs, and he gets it out to the 41. Quick timeout called by the defense, stopping the clock to save as much time as possible for their offense. They've got it at the 41, third and short, trying to keep the chains moving. He gets it so close to the first down marker, but I think he's going to be a touch short. Defense uses a timeout quickly, trying to get that ball back and preserve time for their offense. Now, this is rolling the dice, or perhaps they've gone outside their head. They're already up. Boy, this could really backfire if they don't convert on fourth down. The offense will quickly use a timeout. They have the lead in a one-possession game, but they're thinking deliver the knockout blow. But this carries big-time risk on fourth down.
How about that fourth down? I'm going for it because I'm ending this game with my offense on the field, getting the first down, and now, Palmer, just watching it go tick, tick, tick.
Yep. Listen, it's just imposing your will, right? You know you're running it. The opponent knows you're running it there on fourth down. There's just nothing they can do to stop it.
The receivers often will run their route based on a side adjustment. The pitch to the left. And he'll find enough running room to get it just short of midfield at the 49.
I think the toss does a really good job of getting the football on the edge quickly. You know, you toss it out there to the running back, you better block the defensive end. That's priority number one. Good job blocking the defensive end, getting a nice positive game in the toss part.
Give to the back. Nowhere to run on that one. He loses 4 on the carry.
I think if you're offense here, the game boils down to this one play on third down with the lead late. If you get the first down, that's ball game. There's not enough time left for the defense to get it back and go march down the field. So let's dial up our best play offensively. Let's make sure our best players are touching the football here.
The D thinking bring some heat on third and long from the 44. Dropping back, it's Whitaker. Oh, he's going to try to get it all here. And they wanted it all on third down, but now dealing with fourth down.
And that is a frustrating possession for this offense. You wanted to run the football, maybe take some time. You did the opposite. Got in a bad situation, threw the football, stopped the clock. Not how you manage a game late in the fourth quarter.
On fourth down, looking to pass. And a big play on the left sideline. Excellent awareness to get that foot in bounds.
Every single week, defenses know who's going to get the ball thrown to them, but they can't stop him. With that last catch, he now has over 1,000 yards receiving on the air.
Running out the clock seems to be a mere formality here as they are ready to snap it in victory formation. Well, look.